Welcome to Gong Interval Yoga. Today's sequence is titled Healthy Body. Gong Interval Yoga dynamic asanas increase mobility in the joints and warm the muscles before holding our traditional yoga poses. So thank you for joining me in this healthy body practice. Let's get started. We're starting lying down on the mat, and then we're going to bring one knee to the chest and give it a squeeze, and then bring it to the side. So we're warming up the hip joint here. Grab the other knee, squeeze it in, bring it slightly to the side, just wiggle it around a little bit and start warming up the leg and the knee. Grab the two, squeeze, give them a little hug, wobble around a little bit, starting to warm up the joints. We're going to drop those two knees over to one side and then open your arm by bringing it in and around in a windmill action and getting into the shoulder joint here, warming up. So be careful of your warm-up moves, don't overdo it. And then turn in the other direction, coming over the head, across the body, back over the head, across the body. Swing your legs over to the other side, two bent knees into a twist, and then bring your arm inwards over the head and to the outside, inwards across the body, over the head and to the outside, rotating that shoulder, the rotator cuff, and all the joints and ligaments around there. Also warming up the arm and the chest. Go the other direction, bring the arm in, over the head, in, out, over the head, swinging it around. Two legs together. Knees and feet are hip width apart. We're going to come up into a bridge and then we're going to wave back down out of that bridge. So we're warming up the spine here, vertebrae by vertebrae coming up, down on your shoulders, mid-body, pelvis, and then coming up pelvis first, mid-body, shoulders. Lovely warm up for the whole of the back. And down. Now we're going to hold the bridge. We're warmed up a little bit already. So get into this strength pose. Clasp your hands underneath your body. Pull your scapula together, resting on the back of those shoulders. And breathing. Last few seconds, out we come. Hooking one leg over the other, we're going to drop the two knees over to one side. You're going to get a lovely stretch along the glute, piriformis, the outside of the leg. Arm on the other side is out, long. Pull your knee down with the other hand if you can. And then just drop into this twist. Feel the space that you're creating in your chest and breathing. Let's do the same on the other side. Cross over those legs, drop them down to the other side. And let's twist, opening the other arm. Pull down on your knee with your hand if you can. Breathing, enjoying this lovely twist. Grab your knees. Use a bit of momentum here to roll forward, coming up with the back straight and then roll back down. So this is like massaging the whole of your back and your glutes. Rolling up, straight back, and then rolling down. Have fun with this. Come back into the middle of your mat here. Squeeze your knees towards you. Lift out your feet. An abs move here from Pilates. Bring our arms up and down and continue to breathe. Pull your abs up here. Really works your abs. Strength move. If you need to, you can drop your feet if this is too difficult to keep them up, or just keep going. Last few seconds. And letting the gong bring us out. So getting ready for another strength abs move. We're going to stay in this position, or if it's available to you, you can straighten your arms above your head and straighten out your legs into an abs boat pose. You may shake in this move, and that's perfectly normal. We'll also give your body a nice massage. Come out at any time. There we go. Grab a cushion if you need it. We're going to put the cushion underneath our knees. So this will help us give a forward bend here and get the bend into our back, get the stretch into our back, because sometimes when our hamstrings are tight, we just feel it in our hamstrings. But putting the pillow there helps us stretch our back. Relaxing into it. Coming down to our stomachs, elbows beneath the shoulders, into Sphinx and straight back up. Remembering dynamic moves are great for the joints, bring mobility into the joints, fluidity, and warm up the muscles for our traditional yoga asanas. Dipping and rising. So maybe bring your fingers a little bit forward. We're going to go into the Sphinx again. And this time we're going to pull our scapula down our back and stay in Sphinx. So looking straight ahead, open the chest. Breathing, holding the pose. Staying on our stomachs, grab your foot and then the other foot with the other hand, and then we're going to come up on our chest and pull up our knees off the ground. So just go to wherever is comfortable, maybe a little bit challenging. We're really opening the chest here, squeezing the shoulder blades, and you might find yourself rocking back and forth, which is also lovely. Lengthening the thigh muscles. Up onto all fours. Downward dog. So up, pushing your heels towards the floor. Lift your pelvis into the air. Come up on your toes again and then back down on your heels. Lengthening out the hamstrings. Lengthen the back, drop the head, keep your fingers wide. Enjoy the pose. This time we're going to go into downward dog just for a second. And then we're going to lift one leg, whichever you want to start on. Lift it into the air and then bend the knee and drop your foot behind. Opening up the pelvis here. You'll feel a lovely stretch along your stomach. Down onto all fours again. Switching to the other side. Into dog first. Lift that straight leg into the air and then bend at the knee, dropping the foot over to the other side behind you. Breathing into the space. Just there. Well done. Come back up as if we're going into dog and swing your leg underneath your body. Back now is facing the ground. Open your chest and your arm. So swing the other leg under your body. Your back is facing the ground now, your stomach facing the ceiling, and open that arm. Wild thing. On you go with that leg. Lift your stomach to the ceiling, open your arm. And last time. Let's go back into a child's pose now. Give yourself the space here to let all of that settle. Feel the energy in your cells. A healthy body. Bring one of your legs through. You can start on whichever leg you want. Just remember which leg you're on. Come up and then bring the opposite arm back to your heel. So into a lunge and then come straight back up and bring the opposite arm to your heel. Pushing a little bit into the lunge, hands on the ground, back up and the arm onto the heel. Warming up the hip flexor. Now with these muscles warmed up, we're going to go into our forward lunge. Lift the back leg. We're now in a high lunge. Keep one hand on the ground and then open the other arm. Parallel arms. If this is too much for you, come back down on your knee. So we're in a twist, strength position. Stay there. And the gong brings us to transition to the other side. So the other leg that you haven't worked on, first in a low lunge, and then back up with the arm, the opposite arm to the heel. Low lunge, hands on the ground, lifting out of that and arm over to the back heel. Fluidity. Back into your lunge, we're going to keep your foot under your knee, then lift up the back knee, straightening out that leg. Now you can put your hand on a block here if you need to. or drop the knee to the ground. Open up the arm to the ceiling. So you've got a chest opener here, and a twist in the mid-body, and a strength move in your thigh, holding and breathing. We're now in butterfly position. Flutter those legs. Don't worry about where your knees come to. Some people have more flexibility in their hips than others, but just flutter them wherever they are. Loosening the hips, generating energy. Folding forward, grab a pillow if that's easier for you to come down onto and really relax into the moon. Forward fold, dropping into it. Let's take a breath out here. Last second. Coming onto your feet here. If it's hard for you to get your heels on the ground, fold over that mat or put a pillow under your heels. And then we're going to come straight into a forward fold. So down into a squat, and then up into a forward fold. Down into a squat, and up into a forward fold. Let's stay in our squat here. Get the pillow and put it under those heels if it's difficult. If you need to, you can stay in frog with your heels lifted and your hands on the ground. Or in our squat, we can bring our hands together in prayer. Drop the pelvis. Lift from the top of your head. So staying sitting on the mat here, bring one leg in, straighten out the other leg, and you can put a pillow under your knee if it's more comfortable for you. And then we're going to keep our hips over that leg. So we're doing a forward fold as opposed to a side bend. So just go down as far as comfortable on that leg that you can bend, and then grab your foot if that's available for you. Relaxing into it. Bring in that foot and go to the other side. Straighten out the other leg. Forward fold over the long leg, crawling down maybe as far as your knee, placing your elbows on the ground, or going a little bit further if that's available for you, grabbing your foot, pulling with your foot, and then dropping onto that leg. Lengthening the back, drop the head. Let's open up both legs, wide legs, as wide as you can go. And if your knees bother you in this position, keep them loose. We're going to walk forward, put a cushion down if you need that, slide the cushion out and go to wherever you can. Forward fold. Really working with the whole body here today. Cross legs, stretch over to the side. And keeping this dynamic, so over to the side, hand above the head, fluid, and enjoying this movement. Keep going. Getting mobility into the side muscles, the chest. Now we're going to hold this move, so you can go down onto a cushion. Or if you can get your elbow down on the ground, if not your hand, open your chest. And then when you're ready, lift the arm into the air, straight out from the shoulder. So not straight up in the air, but straight out from the shoulder. Don't worry about your neck here, just let your head drop to where it's comfortable. Feel the stretch along the side body. Warming up the other side. Dynamic side stretch, falling over to the side with your arm flowing above your head. This is not a precise movement. Go to wherever is comfortable. Come in and out. Keep going. Grab your cushion if you'd like to come down on that, or just bring your elbow to the ground or your hand to the ground. Then open up your chest. Bring the opposite shoulder back. Breathing into this space, lift your arms straight out from the shoulder. Enjoy the opening. So let's do a twisting movement here. We'll start once again with the dynamic. Keeping it really fluid. Your body is nice and warm now, so you can swing around there with ease. Swinging around from side to side, hand on the knee, hand on the other knee. Loosening up all the joints and the muscles. Flexibility in the spine. Let's hold this twist now. So turn to whatever side you want to start on. Hand on the opposite knee. Bring your other arm behind you, just as far as is comfortable. Pull that string at the top of your head like you're trying to pull your head up to the ceiling. Lengthen the back and twist at the same time. Try and keep both your hips facing forward. And breathe. Twisting to the other side, bring the other arm onto the other knee, then bring the arm back, maybe to your hip, maybe to the middle of your back. Lengthen from the top of your head. Keep both of your hips facing forward. Tilt your chin down slightly. Coming out with the gong. Making room on your mat. Lying down now. We've just got a few more moves to wind down our practice. So linking one leg over the other, drop those two knees out to the side. And then grab your arm and pull it across the body. So we're really getting a twist in here. The arm is going one way and the leg is going another. Feel a lovely stretch along the outside of your arm and shoulder. Let's go the other side. Just hook one knee over the other. Drop those knees as far as they go. Don't worry if they don't reach the floor. Then bring the arm across the body. Pull on that arm. Feel the twist. Bringing blood into those organs. We're going to bring our legs out wide so our feet are on just the edge of our mat, and then coming up into this wide leg bridge and then rolling down the back again. So waving up, keeping the knees out wide and rolling back down. Up we come and back down. And just keep those legs wide and grab your feet if that's available to you, or your ankles, or anywhere on your legs to come into Happy Baby. And let yourself rock here in Happy Baby. Great for the digestion. Breathing. Well done. Wonderful practice. Take the time if you can for Shavasana, our relaxation, to help us really reap the benefits of this practice. Drop into the mat. Relaxing out everything and feeling the energy that you have created in your body. Please stay here for another 30 seconds if you can. One hand on your stomach, one on your heart. Just notice your breathing. Don't change it or judge it. And then let go of that image. Drop again into the mat. Relaxing from the head down through the body and into the toes. You have been present today. If you'd like to stay longer in Shavasana, feel free. And if not, come on up just for 2 seconds when we close this practice. Thank you for turning up today and giving yourself this time. Please subscribe and like if you'd like to see more Gong interval yoga videos. Namaste.